Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 53.
Hey, defense. Hey, defense.
61 Matchbox Lights.
Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Block off of play action. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the set.
Mike, 46. Hey, tight.
22 jet bomber, 22 jet bomber.
Watch the air.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
On the double.
46. Coming to you, coming to you.
Hey, Charlie. Snap.
Lock to throw on 2nd down. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 40.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
On the ready.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory right at the 40. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Right here, right here. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Hey, high 7. Get it.
On second down, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The 7th play now of this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though.
Check now, check.
Bam!
Alert 3. Chance.
Hard!
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. It's his running back, Melvin Gordon. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. After splitting the uprights, McManus to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We talked about prior to the game, and it played out right there on the first play, didn't it? This offensive line is going to have his hands full all night long.
Now, you often speak of scripts to start a game. Does this mean that play number 2, they're going to go off the script a little bit?
Yeah, what's interesting is that most people, when they script now, they actually script those contingencies in, okay, in case they can't run the play they want to. It's long distance now. Let's go to that play.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Now Mahomes going for the deep ball. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Block now on first down. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So, as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with fourth down, forthcoming. The Broncos had 15 fourth down conversions last year, most in the NFL, and they're going here.
Hey, lock it.
Lock to throw for it on fourth. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, and they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down to the 37. A big play there for KC, and even 40 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Washington now out of the gun. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the Broncos' 32-yard line.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Tight end right. 4 there.
Mahomes now to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and 5.
And 5 yards to go.
Yellow, I'm the lane. I'm coming for you. You mine. 45.
Mike, 45. Come on.
Hey, box trap. Check Mike 45.
Watch the run.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. Flush to his right. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 18. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes has some fond memories of playing here in Denver. In fact, one of his earliest NFL memories came here in the Mile High City. That was back in the final week of the 2017 season while Alex Smith was resting up for the playoffs. And we got a glimpse of what the young Mahomes could do. He threw for 284 yards in a 27-24 Chiefs victory. That, of course, was the first start of the career for Patrick Mahomes. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jarrell Casey in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Butker's kick here is good. Butker, what a pickup he's been for Kansas City the last 2 years. Remember, he was drafted by Carolina to be the eventual successor to Graham Gano. That didn't pan out. Casey got him as a free agent. He's been really good.
Yeah, Gano said, oh no, I'm keeping my job. But Butker found his home in Kansas City, a franchise record for points scored in his first 2 seasons.
Let's go. Do it.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. They fake the handoff, now Locke. A bullet throw, but incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play. That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. And at least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want a drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants a drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
51 the mic. 51 the mic.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Buying time to his left. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
Escaping the pressure right. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Back to you. Go, Mike, what you want? Mike, what you want? Delta.
Now here's Mahomes. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Yellow.
Alpha.
To throw, it's Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And these guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
At the 27-yard line.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
51 to Mike, boy. 51. Exit. Hey, you don't want to see me.
Hero 15.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Here's the Chiefs punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. and they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. They go back to Gordon here on first down. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL. Being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a very good return as he takes us all the way up to the 35-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9 at the 37-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time Mahomes will throw. And going deep for Hill. And on the left sideline he caught it, but out of bounds according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Mahomes going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. He is going to find Hill here. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for a first down. On first, here's Washington. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Staying on the ground, this time it's Smith. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Play it, play it, play it, play it.
15.
Pause. 51, Mike, 51. And let's get this.
On second and 11 now. Mahomes is, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jarrell Casey, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Here's Mahomes to throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
That's the end of the third quarter with the score all time. Harrison Butker for the Chiefs field goal. A 52-yard attempt.
And Butker able to put this one through. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. Well, we still wait on the first touchdown of the game, but a second field goal now makes it a 6-3 score.
Yeah, I know a lot of people would call this the definition of winning ugly. To me, this is gorgeous. I'm a defender, right? I love these kind of games. The tension is high. Who's going to make the play to win it? And right now, that field goal may be the advantage they need.
Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10. A pass there complete to Sutton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they got themselves a first down. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. But he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory, down at the 31. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. To throw it is Locke. He's got his tight end Fant. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Bravo.
Shotgun snap to Locke. This is the tight end Fant. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3.
46 to Mike, 46.
We own it. Hey, Haywood. Jim, hey, Sam off.
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
So here now is Brandon McManus in a big spot. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by McManus is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the 4th.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone.
Let's go, baby.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A run there on 1st down gets him a yard to the 26. Wesley Woodyard there on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
43! 43!
Charlie.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Completes it to Hardman. Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
I don't even know why this team showed up.
Mahomes now on 1st down. That's caught left side by Hardman. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Hardman, the 2nd-round pick out of Georgia, really showcased his speed at the combine, running a 4.33 40. And should help give Patrick Mahomes another versatile playmaker to work with at the receiver position. A 1st down carry for Smith. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
2nd and 9 at the Broncos' 40-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Back to throw. Mahomes. Forced out to his left. He's going to take... Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I can hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
To throw is Mahomes. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. Here's Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He'll send this away to the Rocky Mountain Knight, and it's a good one. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determine that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
60 outlaw.
50's a Mike. 50's a Mike.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Now Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he's out right at the 25. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Locke now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in the field goal.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevon Seymour. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. The game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is Lamar Miller. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. What can Mahomes do now with his overtime drive? And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's the Chiefs punter now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner.
Strip the ball.
In his end zone, here's Locke. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied.
Come on. Ready. Head logo.
Hey.
Now Gordon on first down. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you play a strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Got it.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Tighten down. There you go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Mark 50.
Roll out.
It's just me and you. It's just
Big grip.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Got a man open. It's Sutton. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. They'll break the huddle and come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them to the right side, 2nd and 7. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll set them back 5.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Hey, wahoo.
46, boys. 46. 46 a month.
Look, squeeze. Quick.
Locke looks to throw it again. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. Then he'll get it all the way down inside the 35-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to